Those are not normal. What looks like something not normal is actually new normal. And if you are sensitive and mindful, we have been living in new normal since the beginning of time. Thus, this academic year or school year's virtual commencement exercises. This virtual graduation ceremony does not put you into a disadvantage. Instead, it makes you look more futuristic because this has not been done before. This virtual graduation ceremony also makes you record holders of sort as far as the history of Cat College is concerned. You are the first ever class to experience this kind of event. This is something that you can tell proudly your children when you grow old. That once upon a time, you were among the first ones to have tried something new. Congratulations.
The respective department heads of Cat College from 3 different campuses will now present the candidates for graduation to be confirmed by Engineer Andre M. Beliesa, Cat College President.
Mr. President, may I present the candidates for graduation of the following programs. 1 Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, 13 Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. I certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I therefore recommend that their graduation be confirmed.
Mr. President, may I present the candidates for graduation of the following program. LEGAZPI Campus, 12 Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, 1 Associate in Computer Technology, and in LIGAO Campus, 3 Bachelor in Technical Teacher Education, major in Automotive Technology, 7 Bachelor of Technical Teacher Education, major in Electronic Technology, 2 Associate in Computer Technology. I certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I therefore recommend that their graduation be confirmed.
Mr. President, may I present the candidates for graduation of the following program. 20 candidates for Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Management Information System. 8 candidates for Bachelor of Science in Office Administration. I certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I therefore recommend that their graduation be confirmed. Of the following program.
Mr. President, may I present to you 41 candidates for Bachelor of Science in Criminology. I certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirement prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I therefore recommend that their graduation be confirmed.
Mr. President, may I present to you the following candidates for graduation of LEGAZPI Campus. 1. Ladderized in Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Electronics Technology. 10. Ladderized in Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major Automotive Technology. And POLANGUI Campus, 23 Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Technology. I certify that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I therefore recommend that their graduation be confirmed.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the President of Computer Arts and Technological College, and as certified by your respective deans for having complied with the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education, I hereby confirm you graduates in your respective courses this 25th day of June 2021 with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives appertinent thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates. Commencement exercises are not complete without a distinguished individual admonishing the graduates to make good of what they have achieved and dispense words of wisdom that will guide the graduates as they leave the portals of their alma mater to venture into a journey toward the real world. And to introduce that distinguished individual, let's welcome the Director of College Research and Extension Development Services, Dr. Selina C. Tangcago.
I am happy that I have the chance to introduce our guest speaker today. She's going to talk to us about, especially to the graduates of class 2021, the subject which we should all be deeply interested because they will provide us with new perspectives in our situation. Our guest speaker is a graduate of the University of Santo Tomas LEGAZPI with a Doctor of Philosophy, major in Development Education, as well as her Master of Arts in Nursing degrees. She had 2 bachelor's degrees, in fact, a Bachelor of Secondary Education taken from the Divine Word College of LEGAZPI and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Catanduanes State University. She has several eligibilities to her credit. She's a registered nurse, a registered midwife, a professional teacher with biological science as her field of specialization. She is a civil service eligible, both sub-professional and professional. She has also passed in February 2018 the written examination given by the Career Executive Service Board. Our speaker is a fascinating woman who has great appreciation and understanding of the rudiments of life, as she, being a researcher, educator, and accreditor of PACUCOA, the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities Commission on Accreditation. She is also an outstanding alumna of the university in her home place, the Catanduanes State University of Virac, Catanduanes. Before joining the commission, she was the former dean of the Graduate School of UST LEGAZPI. Now, she is an education supervisor too for health education of the Commission on Higher Education, Regional Office 5, LEGAZPI City. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Dr. Maria Pamela Sora Viñas. Before joining the commission,
Dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a safe and healthy day to you all. I'd like to underscore safe and healthy, for now that is my prime greeting and wishes for all of you. COVID-19 seems to be enjoying its stay in the Philippine archipelago. We have seen and read on Facebook about the surge of cases every day. We see deaths as well, directly COVID-related and non-directly COVID-related. Many of us have experienced challenges, changes, and uncertainties as the pandemic impacts every aspect of society, including the economy. We worry, but even if we are worried sick of the thought of this pandemic, it was also through it that we discovered the wonders of technology. We realized that we can be into the same event, such as this, even if we are separated by land, seas, and islands. We have come to realize how amazing technology is. Google Meet, WebEx, Zoom, even FB Messenger, new LMS, and many other platforms that introduce to us that learning can be fun, creative, and not too expensive. We realize that we can. Have you seen this picture? I saw this picture on Facebook. A student in Naga City photographed in a bridge, making use of free lights from the community post, and making use of the Wi-Fi found from the nearby hotel. What an inspiring sight. What an amazing story. I also had an experience in one of the schools where the teacher was dictating the examination through a phone call. This pandemic has indeed pushed us to our greatest potentials, to stretch our imaginations, our creativity, to be able to deliver, to study and understand our lessons well. But of course, I also know of teachers who only made use of their synchronous lessons as the time to ask concerns but not exactly to deliver the lessons. One student in the class was very disappointed but made use of that disappointment to good use by doubling her effort in her studies. She is also graduating in another school as we speak. Whether in our personal lives, our work, in our role as leaders, faculty members, educators, learners, we are challenged to show adaptability, courage, and resilience. For those of us who are fortunate to still have jobs and still in school, we had to change how we work, where we work, and what we work on. It is a different time, requiring totally different behaviors, whether you are a pessimist or an optimist, will have a great bearing in your future. We are challenged to show adaptability. Now, this is my question. Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. We thought it was just a week vacation from school, isn't it? Yay! Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. We thought it was just a week vacation from school, isn't it? Yay! Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. We thought it was just a week vacation from school, isn't it? Yay! Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. We thought it was just a week vacation from school, isn't it? Yay! Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. We thought it was just a week vacation from school, isn't it? Yay! Did you see COVID as a threat or as an opportunity? Yung totoo lang. Threat ba siya or opportunity? It is a different time. You know, most of us had no warning or time to prepare for the pandemic, in particular, the initial lockdown. you have also been robbed of the chance to celebrate various milestones. Intramurals, seniors night, community immersions, physical graduations, or simply being with classmates and friends, and so many others. In addition, many lacked the structure and support necessary for learning while engaged in virtual school. At this time, may I ask you, who wants to return to normal? Unfortunately, we are not going back. Good news is, we are now facing the new normal. Mixed feelings make sense. It's unclear just what the post-pandemic world will look like. But most likely, what many have hoped would be a return to normal will more likely be a transition to a new normal. As a result, many of us are experiencing anxiety and mixed feelings about resuming pre-pandemic life. Here we look at the many ways in which the pandemic has affected all of us. It's followed by a list of some ongoing problem areas many of us are likely to experience even as life becomes closer to normal. Psychologists define resilience as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of strength such as family and relationship problems, serious health problems, or workplace and financial stressors. Resilience involves bouncing back from these difficult experiences. It can also involve profound personal growth. Many of us have benefited from the slower pace of life, experiencing the simple pleasures such as spending more time with the family at home. This has enabled people to stop and reflect on their priorities and begin to make some changes in terms of where to put their focus and energy. Many people have described feeling relieved about being able to avoid toxic people and situations. Many have felt less stress while studying and working from home, no longer having to wake up early and spend time commuting to and from school and work, and having more flexibility during the day. Do you know Robert H. Schuller? Well, he's one of my favorite non-fiction authors. He said, "Tough times never last, but tough people do." So allow me to use this phrase to you. Tough times never last. Tough graduates do. Do you believe in that? Dear tough graduates, are you ready to face the challenges of a post-pandemic world? O baka ang sagot nyo, do I have a choice? Tough times never last. But first, what is really a post-pandemic world? Allow me to use this phrase to you. Aristan Koinen, professor of psychiatric epidemiology at the Harvard Chan School of Public Health, views the effects of the pandemic as both acute and long-lasting, similar to those brought by economic depression and war. She explained that the pandemic packs a more enduring punch, affecting nearly every aspect of life with its long duration and widespread personal impacts like the deaths of loved ones and losses of jobs and businesses. The times are particularly difficult for those growing into adulthood and finding their place in the world. Tomorrow might not be as easy as we thought and as spontaneous as we hoped for. I read some materials and I realized that the first thing to do is to be positive. No, not COVID positive. We don't like that. But to remain positive, optimistic, always looking at the brighter side of life. Lilipas din to. Might not totoo yan. COVID is here and real, but I do believe that this stage of our lives will soon be a part of our history. Sooner, our grandchildren will just be Googling to check what is COVID-19, just like what we did before this pandemic. Always looking at the brighter side. In one website that I came across, GREAT was given a was used as an acronym and was given a meaning. G for be grateful. We have come this far, and this is really a grace from God. Our grandchildren, you know, friends, I lost a number of former students, colleagues from pandemic, from COVID. They are not here today. They did not make it to this time. Was used as an acronym and was given a meaning. R is for practice relaxation. We have become too occupied with the busy world, so we owe ourselves a bit of relaxation. Ano ba mag-relax? Just doing nothing, deep breathing, maybe enjoy a massage. The letter E is to engage in exercise. Well, we have to. It's a personal responsibility. 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, it's okay, as long as you do it regularly. And A is acknowledge your feelings. Sometimes it is awkward. Parang nakakahiya sa sarili. But we need to talk to ourselves from time to time. Talk to yourself. You did well today. The letter E is to engage in exercise. Magpakaibait ka naman, Sel. Magpakabait ka. Sipagin ka naman, Sel. T is track your thoughts and challenge them. It's okay. Have you been complacent lately? Or maybe have you been too worried unnecessarily? So track your thoughts and challenge them. We need to talk to ourselves. These are the significant moments to know and understand your inner self. Another thing to do is to build signature strengths. Signature strengths are the strongest or most prominent in your own strengths profile. Ultimately, they are likely to be the strengths that matter most to you, that are the most central to your personal identity. There are three key features of signature strengths called the three E's: essential, effortless, and energizing. Essential, the strength feels essential to who you are as a person. And effortless, when you enact the strength, you feel natural and effortless to your personal identity. And then energizing, using the strength uplifts you and leaves you feeling happy, in balance, and ready to take on more. So identify your three signature strengths and do something with them. Focus on what is in your control. We don't know when we will return to the usual world, and therefore we need to attend to what we do have control over. Create deadlines for yourself to work on. Your demands may be different now, and that's okay. Acknowledge and validate your thoughts and feelings. Pay attention to your own physical and mental fatigue. There is no right or wrong way to feel during these challenging times. Engage in mini breaks throughout the day, which can help with productivity. For example, watch a funny show on YouTube. Take a walk, engage in social media, but not too long. Call a loved one, Just take a minute to detach from the pressures of work. Giving yourself a break can help with productivity and improve mental health. There is no right or wrong. And of course, use relaxation strategies to help reduce your anxiety throughout the day. Deep breathing, visualization, body scanning, and meditation. There are a lot. Engage in social media, but not too long. Times like these are what shape us. They challenge us today so that we can build ourselves up and come out stronger. We are all in the same boat of COVID-19. However, how we take on the challenges is the very element that make us see things differently. If there's one thing you should take away from today, it is this. Continue to learn. Continue to help others and continue to make a difference even in the face of adversity. COVID has taught us the ability to persevere, no matter how big or small the challenge is. However, for that to happen, we must continue to learn for the rest of our life. Knowledge can help us overcome any obstacle. It can help you graduate, overcome any obstacle. Knowledge can never be taken away from you. It can help you open the doors to a better future, helping you become the person you were meant to be. For that to happen, therefore, every one of you who are here in this graduation, in this virtual graduation, took on the greater challenge of embracing your roles as producer of knowledge by pursuing your degrees and in spite of the difficulty. So may I invite everyone to give yourselves a tap on the shoulder and say, "Hey, self, congratulations. Congratulations for the job well done. You are making your parents proud today because of your hard work. Best wishes for your post-COVID bright career ahead." Let me congratulate in a special way the dear parents who, despite the real difficult scenario in the educational scenario. It was difficult. You managed to spend and support your children to school. So they are actually the real winners. The parents and the guardians are the real winners in a graduation ceremony like this. Congratulations too for the educators, staff, and the administrators. Flexible learning was tough, and you all managed to pull through. Congratulations. All the best, dear graduating class, dear parents, faculty, staff, and administrators. Congratulations to Computer Arts Technology School, LEGAZPI Campus. Thank you so much for inviting me today. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you all for being here today. May we all stay safe and well. God bless us all. To God be the highest glory. Dear parents, faculty,
Thank you, Dr. Maria Pamela S. Vinas, for your enlightening and encouraging words. Engineer Andre M. Villeza, Cat College President, will now present the plaque of appreciation to our distinguished commencement speaker. The citation reads, Computer Arts and Technological College Incorporated, Balintawak Street, Albay District, Legazpi City, presents this plaque of appreciation to Dr. Maria Pamela S. Vinas, Education Supervisor 2, Chaired Regional Office 5, for inspiring the graduates of Computer Arts and Technological College by expounding as commencement speaker on the theme Resilient Graduates Ready to Face the Challenges in a Post-Pandemic World. This plaque of appreciation is presented this 25th day of June 2021 in LEGAZPI City during the virtual commencement ceremony of Class of 2021. Signed, Andre M. Beliesa, President. Computer Arts and Technological College by expounding as commencement speaker on the theme Resilient. Indeed, graduation ceremonies are replete with symbolism, and among such symbols is the diploma or the certificate. This is the most precious piece of paper that any student can hope to receive. Engineer Andre M. Beliesa, Cat College President, will now distribute the diplomas to be assisted by the Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Deans of the various departments from 3 different campuses of Computer Arts and Technological College. Graduation ceremonies are replete with
candidates for graduation, school year 2020-2021. College Department. Graduates, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Aparicio Jomar, Castilla Sorsogon. Azopardo Rey Orolfo, Legazpi City. Blanco Roel Etzaluce, Legazpi City. Casimiro Christian Ryan Razonable, Legazpi City. Sereno Kenneth Cardinos, Legazpi City. Electrical Engineering. Lobrino Joey Perez, Camaligalbay. Marquez Ivy Joy Magdaong, Daraga Albay.
Merca Ace Gerald Mercadero, Daraga Albay.
Callier John Paul Año Nuevo, Raporapo Albay. Miraflor Randy Perez, Daraga Albay. Moratalia J.R. Dina, Ginubatan Albay. Peralta Albert Marbella, Daraga Albay. Soreta Jeremiah Bea, Legazpi City. Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Villanueva Juliet Berjuega, Legazpi City. Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Acopra Alexander Jr. Drise, Magallanes, Sorsogon. Agripa Jonah Troy Balane, Legazpi City. Apinado Froilan Banania, Legazpi City. Austria Monavi Ante, Legazpi City. Aikocho Von Joe Marbella, Legazpi City. Azures Paul Jefferson Bundad, Daraga Albay. Bailon Marajoy Bailoses, Pilar Sorsogon. Balana Mark Chinley Travesilia, Legazpi City. Vermas Norman Lee Pantoja, Ginubatan Albay. Bertumen Mark John Perez, Legazpi City. Bitangcor Steven Bantigue, Legazpi City. Umalay Aljon Tan, Legazpi City. Cabe Joe Marlon Vicente, Legazpi City. Dasco Johanny Ace Marqueses, Legazpi City. Giolata Romel Gardon, Matnog, Sorsogon. Exija Jeremy Masinas, Castilla, Sorsogon. Galicia Mary Maid Barlizo, Raporapo, Albay. Nilo Jesse Nabor, Daraga, Albay. Latagan Leonardo Buitizon, Castilla Sorsogon. Leonardo Sandy Vitancor, Legazpi City. Gloria Jomar Pagadora, Legazpi City. Loriaga Aldin Maquiñana, Pilar Sorsogon. Malate Jerome Sea, Pilar Sorsogon. Marifosque Mark Joel Musa, Pilar Sorsogon. Mesias Raymart Mendez, Legazpi City. Miranda Mark Evander Orolfo, Ginubatan, Albay. Montes Mark Henry Madrona, Daraga, Albay. Nova Mark Archie Banzuela, Lapu-Lapu, Albay. Orense Darcy Almohela, Legazpi City. Paterno Rostom Haji, Legazpi City. Pineda Daniel Barbudo, Legazpi City. Resari Charlie Jr. Toledo, Legazpi City. Ricafort Angela Donna de Monteverde, Donsol Sorsogon. Salomon Jafet Loresto, Pilar Sorsogon. Salvadora Domi Caparino, Legazpi City. Pineda Daniel Solis William Luces, Daraga, Albay. Soria Anthony Andes, Legazpi City. Tabagan John Daniel Magdasok, Tamalik, Albay. Tumambing John Luis Espora, Legazpi City. Valenciano Rosan Sapo, Polangui, Albay. Legazpi City.
Valieras Gistoni Melissa, Pilar Sorsogon.
Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Altabano Charlie Diego Nosiliado, Daraga, Albay. Avellaneda Kin Leslie Andaya, Legazpi City. Babasa Neil Agripa, Legazpi City. De La Paz Muriel Emma Monares, Legazpi City. Grifal Fernando Jr. Asiado, Pilar Sorsogon. Indaya Jefferson Echalas, Legazpi City. Magalona Renato Jr. Manjares, Daraga, Albay. Mirabel Mark Julius Marantal, Daraga, Albay. Nabor James Nas, Kamalig, Albay. Nasol Jovic Caron, Piuduran, Albay. Palahe Kim David Binaraba, Ginubatan, Albay. Rognao John Mendivil, Legazpi City. Graduates of ladderized course in Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Electronics Technology. Armenta Christian Mapagdalita, Pilar Sorsogon. Graduates of ladderized course in Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Technology. Barnedo Zyron Jan Balion, Santo Domingo, Albay. Vigueras Joframil Lopez, Santo Domingo, Albay. Cano Raymond Llaneta, Daraga, Albay. Armenta Christian Galvez Paul Jan Boliosa, Legazpi City. Lomerio Marlo Marbida, Daraga, Albay. Maravilla Lester Dituito, Legazpi City. Ofleda Mark Joseph Nipa, Kamalig, Albay. Olazo John Valerie Liaguno, Pilar Sorsogon. Pacheco Jairi Calag, Kamalig, Albay. Rivero Alton J. Alzaga, LEGAZPI City. Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Office Administration, LEGAZPI City. Arcilia Jenlyn Embate, LEGAZPI City. Dematera Ronaline, LEGAZPI City. Galvez Queenie May Moraleda, LIGAO City. Lianza Eleonisa Pamela Aducal, Obiliar Albay, LEGAZPI City. Morco Lovely Nuada, Obiliar Albay. Oluya Riza Marquez, LEGAZPI City. Quinones Angelica, LEGAZPI City. Dematera Ronaline, Zuniga Divine Grace Rubio, LEGAZPI City. Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Almeida Elizabeth Botin, LEGAZPI City. Anzano Frederick Andes, Daraga Albay. Aranda Cherry Licop, LEGAZPI City. Banania Mary Beatriz Bajado, LEGAZPI City. Barcelon Alexander Christopher Garcia, LEGAZPI City. Verses April Witizon, Tabaco City. Borja Daryl Broad, Daraga Albay. Botin Jericho Ramos, LEGAZPI City. Bupi Vicente Jr. Barameda, LEGAZPI City. De la Cruz Joy Lucanias, Canacman Camarines, LEGAZPI City. Verses Lieva Sean Michael Nebres, Daraga Albay. Miralles Marjorie Alejo, LEGAZPI City. Monreal Joven Barcelona, Daraga Albay. Mortel Francis Joshua Daep, LEGAZPI City. Nang Rodelia Janine Gemina, cum laude, LEGAZPI City. Guarde Jessa Nidea, Kamalig Albay. Orozco Cristel Bas, LEGAZPI City. Rabina Steven Velasco, LEGAZPI City. Sena Christine Joy Escoto, LEGAZPI City. Solano Angeline Moral, Kamalig Albay. Graduate of Associate in Computer Technology, Guarde Jessa Midea, Kamalig Albay. Valderrama Mary Joy Nota, Ginubatan Albay. LEGAZPI City. Graduates from Cat College, LIGAO Campus, LEGAZPI City. Graduates of Bachelor in Technical Teacher Education, major in Automotive Technology. Riambilio Rubenal Jr. Ranara, UAS Albay. Riola John Earl Udo, UAS Albay. Sedano Ryan Joseph Umanga, LIGAO City. Graduates of Bachelor in Technical Teacher Education, major in Electronics Technology. Armenia Ryan Marabe, Polangui Albay. John Earl Udo, Capasio Mark John Graida, LIGAO City. Sedano Ryan Joseph Umanga, LIGAO City. Kasapaw Mark E.J. Roberto, LIGAO City. Graduates of Bachelor in Technical Teacher Education, Major Salazar, LIGAO City. Armenia Ryan Marabe, Polangui Albay. Ulom Niño Martires, LIGAO City. Capasio Mark John Graida, Pancito Nicky May de la Punta, Tuduran Albay. Kasapaw Mark H. Pernia Emerson Peñano, LIGAO City. Salazar. LIGAO City. Graduates of Associate in Computer Technology. Bueno Judy Ann Moya, LIGAO City. Palmeria Gemma Carilla, LIGAO City. Pernia Emerson, graduates from Cat College, Polangui campus. Graduates of Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Technology. Adele Arnold Molina, Libon Albay. Aguila Ramon Lumami, Polangui Albay. Palmeria Gemma Belio Edsel Kaya, Polangui Albay. Verdeflor Cherry Cometa, LIGAO City. Cat College, Polangui Campus. Calwit Shanjan Ceciliano, Polangui Albay. Science and Industrial Technology. Cañada Jonathan Lumami, Polangui Albay. Adel Carizo Jan Carlo Bebis, Polangui Albay. Aguila Ramon Lumami. Cruz Jan Vincent Camoral, Polangui Albay. Edsel Kaya, Ibarientos Jan Herrera, Polangui Albay. Cherry Cometa, LIGAO. Yaneta Regine Paria, Polangui Albay. Ceciliano. Notivio Harold Saludes, Polangui Albay. Jonathan Lumami, Matienzo Mark Bernie Sandillo, Polangui Albay. Polangui Albay. Mendoza John Anthony Paga, Uwas Albay. Polangui Albay. Racines Jaylor Segi, Libon Albay. Polangui Albay. Racines Rogelio Espedilion, Libon Albay. Polangui Albay. Restum Brian K. Roa, Polangui Albay. Polangui Albay. Sablayan Jason Velasco, Polangui Albay. Polangui Albay. Salvo John Albert Almuena, Polangui Albay. Santiago John Carlos Palingayan, Polangui Albay. Sarte Angelo Masip, Polangui Albay. Sena Jerome J. Baldemoro, Polangui Albay. Son Gabriel Jr. Talagtag, Libon Albay. Tolok Raymark Abanyo, Libon Albay.
Congratulations to the graduates. Commencement ceremonies are also occasions to recognize the achievements of students who chose to excel in their classes because they opted to walk the extra mile, read the extra page, or bear the extra load. Their achievements did not go unnoticed and unrewarded. So, to award them with medals and certificates, let's have the President to be assisted by the respective school registrars.
This year's top graduate, Rodelia Janine Gina, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, cum laude.
Congratulations to this year's cream of the crop. May you not rest on your laurels, but strive harder to achieve further. This year's top graduate, Miss Rodelia Janine Gina, cum laude, will deliver her address on time.
This year's top graduate,
To our guest
Rodelia
speaker,
Janine
Dr. Maria Pamela Esviñas,
Business Administration.
to our school president, Engineer Andrew Ray M. Meliesa, to our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Mrs. Teresita D. Capillan, to all the deans of the different departments, to all the entire faculty, our professors, teachers, and mentors, and non-teaching personnel, to the hardworking parents, and to my fellow graduates, a blessed afternoon. Maria Pamela Esviñas. Life has never been easy. The last 2 consecutive years have been challenging to all of us. In 2019, the global pandemic started and until now keeps on ranging from one country to another. Wherein mandatory lockdowns were initiated, classes at work were put on temporary suspension, and various businesses tend to close due to an unsteady income. Furthermore, unemployment rate in the country started to grow in numbers due to loss of revenues of several small and medium enterprises. There are students who chose to stop in their studies, and a lot of people suffered psychological difficulties such as anxiety and depression. Moreover, high death rates have been reported globally. Furthermore, unemployment rate. Despite of the aforementioned misfortunes, allow me first to share with you a snap of my life prior to what I am at present. There are students. I grew up at somehow well-off family. And a lot of people suffer. Previously, my family resided in a big, beautiful house where there were different cars, and my parents used to manage our family business, such as bar, club, restaurants, and hotel. At a very young age, I barely noticed their true sacrifices for all of us, just to give us a better future. It came to a point in our lives when in that beautiful house with those several cars and in a life of ease and comfort, everything proved to be just temporary. I was 12 years old when our family business started to experience bankruptcy. At a very young age, we went through large amount of debt to the point that the house needed to be foreclosed by the bank. Despite of this, my parents decided to give up everything in order to start over again in accordance with God's will and plan. Everything proved to be just temporary. When I was in my secondary level, I started to become a working student at the age of 15. My parents did not approve of my decision to work at a very young age. However, I was truly determined to look for a job to support my studies and not be a burden to my parents. Way back then, I experienced to work in the morning as a packer of rice and transporting rice from trucks to warehouse, and a part-time babysitter of my nephew. And I went to school at night. I was a night high student that time. In 2009, at the age of 17, I worked at a fast food chain. Unfortunately, that year, my dad was diagnosed with heart disease, diabetes, and had difficulty in breathing. At that moment, I decided to stop my studies and work full-time to be of even more help to my family. The succeeding year, that was 2010, my dad suffered from severe health complications. And all of a sudden, in August of the same year, my dad died due to cardiac arrest. I remember those times during our last conversation when he was at the hospital. He told me, "Anak, magtapos ka ng pag-aaral." At that moment, I became fully determined to work hard and fulfill my goals. This might sound crazy and unusual, but when I was in Manila for job hunting, I had to walk from Cubao to Muñoz to look for a job. Unfortunately, I did not find any. There was a sudden thought in my mind that moment to give up. But I just prayed and told myself to keep going, believe in God's will and in God's perfect time. And most importantly, remember what my dad told me and just believe in myself. Those were the lines and phrases why I continued to keep moving forward no matter what happened. As what my mom always told me, whatever you ask for, pray, and God will surely provide it for you. And in everything you do it in God's glory. Likewise with me, I know that some of you experience the same dilemma and difficulty. There are times in our lives when we felt that our own best is not enough. However, bear in mind that in God's eyes, our very own best is truly enough. Others would say that we are the unlucky batch, probably because of the type of ceremony that we have now. But honestly speaking, they just overlook that we are the luckiest because despite of the pandemic and the calamities we have encountered, we are still able to survive and keep on fighting to never give up. We have come to experience the convenient, the unconventional, and different modes of learning. The face-to-face classes, the blended learning, online classes, and modular learning, which we thought was difficult, but we were able to surpass it. It may be a very challenging year to everyone, but it is the most memorable one. Despite of all hindrances, we still believe that kaya natin and kakayanin if we believe in God and if we believe in ourselves. Given the opportunity to speak virtually in front of you, I am truly thankful to all the persons who have been part of my journey. Allow me to send my gratitude to them. First of all, to our Lord God Almighty, for being the planner of my life, for showering countless blessings, for giving my family good health, and for the guidance and protection. Lord, thank you. You are truly the best. Second, to my family, especially to my parents, to my dad who's now in heaven. I would like to send you my thanks for being an amazing father, for being an inspiration for me in realizing this achievement. As what you have told me during our last conversation, now I was able to fulfill what you envisioned me to become. I know that you are so proud of me. To my mommy, maraming salamat po sa walang sawang pagmamahal, pagpapaalala at pag-aalala sa amin. At sa pagtayo bilang isang ama mula nang nawala si Daddy. Isa kang napakabuting nanay at pastor ng ating pamilya. All the achievements I had in my life are all dedicated to both of you, Mom and Dad. Mahal ko po kayo. To my brother, Mark Francis Nam, Choy, my deepest thanks to you for all the support to all my school undertakings in terms of providing financial support. To my sister, brothers, and kambal, thank you for all your support. I love you all. To my cousin, Mr. Casper and Kalisen, Kuya Miko, and his entire family, from the bottom of my heart, my greatest gratitude for being the primary reason why I was able to reach this achievement, and for helping my family in every way possible. Thank you very much. To my best friend, best enemy, a partner in crime, my living, dog, JGP. Meeting you was like listening to a song for the first time. And knowing it would be my all-time favorite. My deepest thanks to you for all your support, effort, time, care, love, and understanding. Thank you for giving me the courage to go on with your loving and caring ways. I really appreciate it a lot. Always remember that. Je t'aime beaucoup. I love you very much. To my SEO family, especially to our advisor, Mr. Erwin Barba, Tay, thank you for believing that I can be a good leader. I will always bring that, though, wherever I go. To my business department family, To our team, Mrs. Teresita Vicapilian. Thank you, ma'am, for trusting me in any department activities and projects. Thanks as well for the advice and lessons you imparted. Thank you so much. To our advisor, for my forever young advisor, Ma'am Ivolvi. Thank you. My greatest thanks for almost 4 years that we have worked together. As my instructor, advisor, mother, and friend. To my business department, all your teaching and advice will be remembered, and the several lessons you taught us. See you around, ma'am. I'm gonna miss you. Thanks as well. To Sir Eli Abareta. Thank you, sir, for the trust you've given me. For sharing your knowledge and expertise, and for extending your hands to someone in need. You are truly an inspiration to the students. To Ma'am Doris Batuhan, Nay, thank you for not just being an instructor to me, but also for your mother-like approaches. My thanks for 4 years of companionship. Thank you so much. To Ma'am Susan Bornas, thank you for your generosity in supporting our business department activities and projects. You such have a good heart. Thank you, ma'am. To Sir Bercelito Luisa, thank you, sir, for all your help you extended, not just to me, but to the whole business department family. You are truly a kind-hearted person. To Sir Roel Magallanes, and to all my professors who became part of my journey, and to my alma mater, Cat College. Thank you for your dedication and endless effort to all the students. The learnings you imparted are of great importance to us. To all the pastors, to my music team family, and members of the Christ to the Philippines Daraga. Thank you for all your prayers and support. God bless you more. To the La Cruz and Pura family, especially Kuya Domeng, Ate Jen, Mrs. Bilen, Mr. Rodrigo, and Miss Joy. Thank you for all your help, for giving me home when I was in Naga City. Thank you very much. I owe all of you a lot. God bless your family. To my FS buddy, a brother to me, Steven Rabina. Thank you, men, for your kindness and for being a great friend. For the warm welcome, for treating me as family during our research project. Thank you for the friendship, men. To my friends and classmates, thank you for the 4 years of companionship. The efforts, hardships, and sacrifices of our parents were paid off. I wish you all good luck to the new chapter of your lives. Thank you very much. My dear co-graduates, it is not always sunshine. We will often experience struggles and hardships before we were able to reap the fruits of our harvest. But do remember that there is hope in every situation. Just keep your heads up and move forward with a positive mindset. Did I say sunshine? It takes both sunshine and rain to form a beautiful rainbow. Co-graduates with honors, awards, or without, we are born as an amazing and unique individuals, and gifted with talents, intelligence, character, and personality. Let's use it to make a difference. Remember that graduation is just the end of a page, yet the beginning of another chapter. Again, thank you and congratulations to all of us. God bless us all.
Thank you, Ms. Rodelia Janine Ginang, cum laude, this year's top graduate. And to lead the class of 2021, to profess their faith and pledge their loyalty, let's welcome Mr. Leonardo B. Latagan.
I, Leonardo B. Latagan, firmly believe and profess, upon my word of honor, and before God, and in the presence of those I love, to live up to the novel traditions of Computer Arts and Technological College Incorporated. With the help of God, I will do all my power to uphold with dignity and honor the ideals and principles for which this institution stands. I pledge my loyalty to the flag of my country and to the God-given principles of freedom, justice, and happiness for which this institution is embraced. I solemnly promise to be loyal to my alma mater, to uphold her ideals and principles through excellence in my chosen profession and virtuous life, so help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Leonardo B. Latagan. And now, Mr. Joseph Eric Roy Chua, President of the Cat College Alumni Association, will induct the graduates to the organization.
I, Joseph Eric Roy C. Chua, as a graduate of Computer Arts and Technological College Incorporated, pledge active membership in the Cat College Alumni Association. Wherever I may be, through association with my fellow alumni, I shall ever do my best to hold the ideals and traditions of my alma mater. I pledge as a citizen to exemplify the high ideals thus implied, rendering positive service to the community and country, and to live worthy, to bring honor and respect to my alma mater, so help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now listen to the words of the beloved President of Cat College, Engineer Andrew Ray M. Villesa.
Life is indeed full of paradoxes. For instance, it is when we are socially distanced that we become virtually close. It is when we are physically restricted that we become virtually free. Since last year, and perhaps for so many more years to come, the line that divides the real from the virtual has grown thinner. The pandemic has given new twists to the phrase virtual reality, and may even be paving for the coming of real virtuality. This may sound futuristic, except that right now we are being given a glimpse of what the future will be. And I congratulate you for not graduating the usual way. The virtual commencement exercises makes you extraordinary graduates. So why do we become closer when we are far apart? You may be a student learning online from your home outside the province of Albay, attending a lecture of your teachers working from home. But with technology, both of you seems not to be kilometers away, but face to face on your gadget screen. Nothing can be closer. And why do we become freer when we are under some restrictions? Virtual education's environment does not actually restrict human interaction. In a virtual classroom, you, your teachers, and your classmates are always present and therefore always with each other. In fact, there are teachers who report that during some of their online classes, some parents participate in the class with their children. There are even parents who do the filming when their children are tasked by their teachers to videotape some activities. The restrictions that we are experiencing are actually enhancing the way we relate and interact with other people. Today's virtual commencement exercises defies both distance and restrictions. With everybody among us in front of our gadget screens, we are experiencing the freedom to be closer with each other. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, dear parents and guardians, for your great sacrifice in providing valuable education to your children. Thank you, dear teachers, for unselfishly imparting to the students wisdom and knowledge. Thank you, administrators and non-teaching personnel, for ensuring Cat College as an environment conducive to learning. And to the graduates, congratulations and Godspeed. Ladies and gentlemen, the recessional.